Hi, you're watching Velo News TV. I'm Neil Rogers here at the start of Stage 5 in Chile with Team Colombia's George Hincapie. George, I want to talk a little bit about today, but first off, great time trial yesterday. I got you down as 9th on the day, 7th overall. Talk about how you felt going into the TT and how you felt coming out.
I felt good. May have started a little bit too fast. I think after 4K I was 5 or 6 seconds faster than Schumacher, and then I lost time between 4K and 11K. So I think I did the first little climb there a bit too hard, but it was okay. It was a good effort. I kind of died at the last 4 kilometers. I felt like I was crawling out there, but in general, it was a good effort, and I'm pleased with it.
Mentally, that's got to be tough going out too hard and realizing you've dug yourself into a little bit of a hole. How do you overcome that?
Just got to push through it. I mean, the last 10K I thought were a little bit more tailwind, a little bit more downhill. I'd done it in training. And in the training, it felt like it was easier. But when I hit it in the race, I was already full gas and just basically tried to hold on as much as I could.
So Team Colombia now has 3 riders in the top 8. Today, flat stage. I'm going to ask you a little bit about how you see today in terms of setting up for Cavendish. But in terms of tomorrow for Super Breast, I mean, your team couldn't be poised much better to take yellow. Without time bonuses at this race, once you take yellow, getting rid of it might not be as easy as it once was. Talk a little bit about the team strategy looking at tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow is a great day for Kim. If we're feeling good, I think we'll be seeing us try to get Gerald Steiner on the defensive, and hopefully Kim can sneak away there. In the end, the last kilometer is not many guys. If Kim's on a good day, it's not many guys that can go as fast as him, as we saw in Fletch Wallone this year, and as we saw in the first stage here at the Tour de France. Uphill, he's one of the best sprinters in the world, so he's got a great shot to take the yellow tomorrow.
Now we know Cadell's team has basically said we don't think we're strong enough to defend the jersey. I think they're hoping to take it on the last time trial, if all goes well for them. Does Colombia want to take yellow tomorrow and take on the added responsibility of defending leading into the mountains?
Yeah, we wouldn't mind. I mean, yellow is great publicity for the team. Right now we have the green and white jersey, so the start of the Tour de France pretty much could not have gone any better, with the exception of having the stage. We've done an awesome job so far, but taking yellow would be icing on the cake. Even if it's for a day or 2 days or whatever, we'd take it. I mean, the yellow jersey is huge. Speaking
of yellow, the rider in yellow right now, Stefan Schumacher, is the rider that you had an incident with at the Inico Tour in 2006 when you were in yellow and looked poised to win the overall. A lot of riders, a lot of American readers, viewers remember that. What's your relationship with Schumacher been like since that day? I mean, you're known to get along with everybody in the peloton, but that was definitely a tense situation.
It's been fine. He actually ran into me the first stage. He almost took me out, and I looked at him kind of like I wanted to kill him, but we laughed, and he's like, "I'm sorry, man. It wasn't his fault. Somebody bumped into him." And he's like, I wouldn't. He goes, "Not again. I wouldn't do that again," kind of jokingly. But I watched that video a couple times, and he clearly didn't do it on purpose. He was just trying to avoid a spectator. So it was a circumstance. I was disappointed at the time with the commissary's decision. I didn't think it was the right decision. Thought it was a very inexperienced decision by the commissar. Still to this day, I think they took the victory away from me, but it wasn't Stefan's fault, and he did an awesome time trial yesterday, so you got to give him credit for that.
He sure did. That was the ride of his life. Well, hey, I wanted to get to a reader question. This comes from Christian Diaz in Guatemala, and her question was, in the time trial, clearly you utilize different muscle groups than you do on a road stage. How does that affect your riding the following day to give an all-out effort like that?
Well, we do a lot of training on the time trial bikes beforehand, so now I'm pretty used to that time trial position, and it doesn't really affect your muscles as much as in the past when you jump on the time trial bikes just for races, and you'd really get sore in your hips and in your back. Fortunately, now we have time trial bikes at home, and we train on them quite a bit during the season. So right now, my muscles feel fine.
So Cavendish standing right behind you there. Ideal situation for Colombia as a stage win today for Cavendish and yellow tomorrow for who knows who.
Yeah, that would be an ideal situation. We're going to do everything for that. Again, the tour is still really still a long way to go to Paris, and we have plenty of opportunities to win stages, and we're going to take it day by day. So far, the team's done awesome, and we're going to keep trying to do as best as we can.